Morning everyone, thanks for tuning in and welcome back to another episode. Four-wheeling in New South Wales. I'm here with Norm. First time we've met.
Right? Yeah.
Good, thank you. We're up here at West Gosford and we're just running through the Cruizy Camper trailer behind me. We have showed on a video recently, a friend of mine, Carl, had this previous model. Behind us is the brand new one and it's all set up and detailed up ready for the show, which is next week. This video may not be out by the time the show's on, but I'll put some links in Facebook. If you would like to go and see this close up, head down to the show. It is on at
Rosehill Racecourse.
Rosehill Racecourse
from Tuesday until Sunday.
There you go. So if you want to check out this beautiful bright orange camper trailer, go and have a look. We've done a bit of a walk around already and it's fantastic. It's got a bunch of new little features on it, upgrades from the previous model. So I'll let Norm do a bit of a talk through and then we'll do a walk through as well and show you the key features and upgrades, etc. So thanks for having me, Norm.
Thanks for coming up, Grant.
My pleasure.
Very nice.
Beautiful day up here on the Central Coast. So
really good. No rain, so that's
it.
Really helps. With the new 2023 facelift model, we've got a few upgrades. We've changed the door. The shape of the door is bigger. That now you'll see that the camper comes not only with flower screens but also with privacy screens on the windows and the doors, whereas previously we just had the roll down privacy blinds. We've done away with those and we've now got screens.
Yeah, they look great actually. I was having a look at those inside before.
This model is the Brumby, so it's the top of the range, and we've now included with this a lithium battery and a hot water shower which hangs off the side of the camper and stores away in the nose cone quite happily, because now we've moved all the electrics into the back of the camper. So we've also managed to achieve a ball weight of 55 kilograms.
Yeah, right.
So that's obviously prior to the owner now loading and going on his camping trip, but he can still balance his ball weight by putting water in the tank.
No, that's great. And you can't beat a hot shower either when you're camping.
No,
it's
definitely not.
It's one way to get the better half camping.
Definitely not. And we've upgraded our gas bottle holder, so instead of being a 2 kg, we can now offer the 4 kg, the bigger bottle, which I think suits a lot of people's camping needs.
And you were saying before, this new model is longer than the previous one?
It's 280 millimeters longer than the previous one, so the overall length has gone from 4 meters 100 to 4 meters 420, I think, to be exact, and also the actual cabin area has been enlarged inside by about 150 millimeters.
Yeah, which is great, because when taking things camping or you want that bit of extra room, it does make a difference where you showed me inside earlier, that extra 5 or 6 inches.
So we've had a 2.1 meter bed. This is now still the 2.1 meter bed, but you've got some storage space at the foot of the bed where you could put some stuff down the bottom.
Yeah, that's excellent. As well. And it's good the way the mattress, if you are camping and you get a bit of not ideal weather, the way the bed folds up, you can almost have it as a little seating lounge.
You can sit on it the way it folds up. It's a tri-fold mattress, so you're able to fold it up into a couch arrangement. And there is you can buy a small table and put that inside, and it makes it very comfortable. This is a German design manufactured hitch that we use. It's made by Knot. The handbrake is just an over center, so the handbrake is either off or the handbrake is on. There's no ratchet system or worrying, is it on or is it not?
Very simple.
Yes, and the coupling is also very easy to use, very simple to hitch. You basically, if you reverse your car to the coupling, lower it on, the lever will latch automatically by itself once it goes over the ball.
Wow.
So it makes it really convenient, especially for lady travelers. They know that it's hooked on, they don't need to lock anything, it's automatically done. The same when it comes to unhitching. You just put some weight onto it with the jockey wheel, lift the little lever underneath, lift the main lever up, and it pops off the ball as easy as that.
Yeah,
it's
very
really
simple.
easy. And it's got warning markings on the side. So when it's in the green, that's when it's locked. If it goes towards the red, the hitch needs a service. It's just a small adjustment.
Yeah, right. So it's idiot proof.
Yes, it's really good.
Good sized jockey wheel.
Yeah, it's a nice size jockey wheel.
And that obviously folds up and stays on there all the time.
It just winds all the way up.
Yep.
And stays there. You can take it off and put it into the nose cone, because now the nose cone is completely empty
Yeah, right.
of anything. There's no battery, there's no charging system, nothing in the nose cone. It's all been moved to the back.
So that's your storage box.
Water heater can store in here.
Good
We've
size.
just got the shore cable, which is 20 meters with a European waterproof style plug that plugs into the camper at the back.
Plenty of room in there too.
Yes, that's a decent sized box.
And that's because the battery's been moved.
And the charging system and everything's been moved to the back.
Which
yes.
ideally is fantastic, having all your 12 volts sort of
Yes.
at the back too, because you've got less voltage drop. Your plugs are there if you want to charge your phone or any of that sort of thing. It's all there ready to go.
Absolutely, 100%. Okay, so we've moved the gas bottle from the wheel arch down onto the brush bar for added support, because it's a bigger bottle, and then it's in a specifically fabricated bracket that holds it on.
And you're saying 4 kilos?
4 kilo is the biggest that can go into that.
Yep.
So it's upgraded from the previous was 2 kilogram bottle.
Yeah, right. And it's a good idea, because it just takes less stress than
Yes.
off having it sitting on a rigid seat like that, eh?
With the windows, we've done away with the gas struts, and we've used a hinge that will hold the window in really any position, and the window opens a lot higher as well if you want to have it fully open.
Which is great, because often with the gas struts you are limited, obviously, to
Yes.
fully open.
But only with the gas strut, it only opened to about to that sort of amount, whereas now you can get it higher.
And essentially, you really only have either all the way open or all the way shut with the strut style.
Well, that's the only choice you have with the gas struts, whereas now you can change it.
And your little tables now have changed as well?
Yeah, the side table we've changed. Instead of having a leg that there's always a possibility of kicking it out of the way, we mount onto the side of the camper, and it's just a single length pole that goes in.
And two tables, you said, come standard?
Two tables are standard, yes.
And the good thing with these is you can use, you're saying that table will do both
the front and the back fitment.
the side end at the back of the van, because you've got this channel which goes into the body, so you can use that table either front or side, back or side.
Back or side, yes. Then we've changed we now have the management console for the battery charger has been moved to the side, and we've moved the battery charger and the battery into, well, the battery's behind the service panel and the charger is on the side, so the stove stores in here when you travel, and there's still space to store more on there as well.
And obviously, if you need to service the battery for any reason, it's only a matter of just taking the panel. 4 screws, take the panel off, and you can get in there.
That's right. And with the Brumby now, they've come standard with the lithium battery.
Yeah, well, that's an excellent upgrade.
It's a nice upgrade. It lasts well, and it runs. It's really, really efficient.
What size lithium?
It's 120 amp hour.
Oh wow, okay.
That's what's in there. Yes.
Yeah, well, that's a lot of power. If you only use sort of the 70 or 80%, you've got a lot of capacity there.
Yeah. And then it's also has the solar plug on the drawbar for the solar input.
Oh, okay.
So you can plug in the solar panel. Yes.
While you're driving, you plug that same one in.
No, not that. The charging system manages the solar input, so your solar panel doesn't need a regulator. The regulating of the power is actually done through the charger.
Okay.
If you want to charge from your vehicle, there is provision to add that into the charger.
Yep.
It's all there. It's just a matter of the cable we fit and the extra Anderson plug.
So technically, if you're towing this, obviously not plugged into your vehicle, you're relying on your battery and then your solar panel when you set up camp.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Or plug it into a powered site if you have.
Yep.
Then your 240 charges your battery automatically through the charger.
And that'll do 240 no problem?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, well, that's all. The charger is a 240 charger.
Yep.
So that manages. And then there's the 240 power point in the kitchen, and in the cabin there's one as well.
With GPO.
Yeah. This is a new addition to our range, the 2023 model. Yes, that is the 4-piece cutlery set that comes with it.
Excellent.
So you've got cups, cereal bowls, plates, and 4 glasses.
And that's all like an injection molded
That is
Rubber
laser
type.
cut foam.
Laser cut foam, is it? Okay,
laser
yeah.
cut foam.
Because it is quite firm and snug.
Yeah,
like you
so
wouldn't-
it fits properly, they don't fall out.
Yeah, right, that's excellent.
And then these are just the, as original, just the added storage.
Oh, yep.
Added storage covers inside.
And these, obviously, these you can use your canvas bags or whatever you like to
Yes, you
organise your bits and pieces in there.
can. However you want to set it up.
Yep.
You know, with what you want to store inside there, you can. We've also upgraded to, there's a stainless steel dish that's in here.
Wow.
You take that out, you can use it around the barbecue or whatever.
Yep.
Put it back in here, close that. It'll keep whatever's in there a little bit warm while you prepare other bits and pieces.
And again, if you had to get into your battery
the
or
battery,
whatever,
you can get in through that
a
hatch.
lot easier to pop that out.
The fridge is the same. We haven't changed the fridge. That's still the same fridge made by Snowmaster.
And what size?
That's a 50 litre.
50 litre, okay.
50 litre fridge or freezer.
Yeah, it's a good size. That, generally, I've found we've got a 40 litre in our setup, and I've found that for two people, 40 litre that we have does us wonders. Like, it's more than ample. So if you get a 50 like that, you'd find you wouldn't really be struggling for much storage. It's a good size.
Yeah, it's a nice deep fridge. And with the Brumby as well, it also comes with a water level sensor as standard on the campers now.
Right.
So it tells you how much water is in your tank.
And these have a tank.
60 litre water tank.
60 litre, wow. Yeah, well, that's it. You could literally go for a few days and you wouldn't have to worry about your water supply.
No.
Which that's always a hard thing when you are camping, is getting replacement water, fresh water. Yeah,
Yes.
it saves you, taking jerry cans and trying to strap them in somewhere, putting them on the drawbar and all that type of thing. Can't beat it. Inbuilt tank.
There is a pump.
Oh, yeah. Like a little pressure
The
pump.
tap, there's a pump, and then the shower unit has its own pump.
And is
So
that
separate.
the shower system runs off
Gas.
but the pump in that, is that?
Its own pump?
So
It has
that's
its own
totally
pump.
separate to your
Yeah,
trailer.
totally
pump?
separate to
Yeah,
that.
okay.
So it plugs into the side of, there's a merit plug on the side of the trailer, which that plugs into.
No, it's a good setup. Really, really well thought out. Right?
Well, we've put lights inside the storage compartments now as well,
That's great.
which just helps a little bit when you're looking for something and you don't want to turn the main light on.
Yeah.
You can find it. And the
Very
little
bright.
blue voltage display in the USB is rather bright, but it can be switched off.
Oh, wow.
You just touch, it's a little touch screen, and you just touch it, touch sensitive, and it switches off.
Yeah, okay.
So the USB is still working, but it turns the actual the light off. Yes.
Which some people that are sensitive to light of a night sleeping, it can
Yes.
be quite frustrating if you've got a glow.
And that's another reason we've gone in on the windows. A lot of our owners have asked about the possibility of privacy blinds, so we've added them now to the windows,
Wow.
so that closes you in, and the doors have exactly the same.
So you get a very, very good dark night's sleep.
Really, you can really darken this really dark.
Yeah, wow. And those pockets on the back wall
All
there,
storage.
they're separate to what we saw in the
Yes.
kitchen. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this is all internal storage. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got 8 areas of storage plus the little centre.
They're actually good deep pockets too.
Yes,
like it's
they are.
quite they're quite deep. Like, I can grab the light, but you're talking sort of, my hand span's 10 inches, so you got 20. You got almost 2 foot depth from front to back for your storage. So things like shoes and handbags, all that sort of thing that you want to just leave locked in there.
And you've now got the added advantage of this little space in front of the mattress, which we never had before.
Yeah, okay.
So
Yeah, so even that, things like a day bag where you've got change of clothes or whatever, you can just throw them down in there and you don't have to worry about them rolling around if you're out touring. Oh, that's great. And you got the big fan up on the roof as well?
This is the multi-speed reversible fan, which is standard in the Brumby. And that runs, if you just switch it on, there's the little
There's a little dial there.
yeah. and then it's got a temperature sensor over here.
Yeah, okay.
Which if you play with, no, that's the forward and reverse.
Yeah, okay.
And then the temperature sensor.
Wow.
Picks up what's in the cabin. And it'll switch it on or switch it off.
That's actually really good.
And it's a multi-speed fan, and it's got a good amount, moves a good amount of air.
Is that like an awning sail track or something?
Yes, it's just mounts on a sail track on the side of the camper. Plugs into the water supply, and then the 12 volt plugs into the side of the camper, and it powers its own pressure sensitive pump.
Oh yeah, on the side there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've got a pump, obviously, to pump the water through, but then it uses your gas to
heat it. Yes.
Wow. I said a hot water shower that's the real secret, I think, to convincing many partners to go camping. that's the make or break.
Yes.
So this is the Brumby model. There's also the Joey and the Possum. I think the Joey is
the middle of the range.
That's the one Carl's, I think.
Yes, yeah. Carl has a Possum and a Joey. The Possum is the entry level, so it doesn't come with a water tank, it doesn't come with a fridge. It comes with a battery but no management system.
Okay.
So and doesn't come with an awning. So it allows the owner or the customer to really spec his camper and put his own identity to his camper if that's what he wants to do.
Yeah, so it's like a good solid blank canvas, and then you can
build onto it.
You want.
You can build onto it, or we can fit the water tank. You can buy the water tank from us. You can fit it yourself. You can buy the fridge from us. You can fit it yourself.
That's a good thing too with any even when people buy vehicles, you can buy a brand new Land Cruiser Hilux, but until you sort of do a bit of stuff to it yourself and customise it the way you want, it doesn't feel like yours. Whereas if you get something like that you can change around, it's not just a one size fits all out of the box. And you mentioned the Brumby has the 270.
The Brumby has a 270 awning, which wraps around the kitchen at the back. There is a full set of sidewalls available, so you can close it in all the way around. We also have specifically designed ground sheets for these campers. So the ground sheet goes down the side of the camper and across the kitchen at the back. So it's an L-shaped ground sheet, all one piece. It's not two pieces or three pieces of ground sheet you're putting down.
Thought of everything, mate.
Well, we've tried to. You know, we're trying to give people more a lifestyle opportunity than rather just buying a caravan or a camper. You know, we also arrange weekends away where customers all get together, meet each other. We've got another Christmas in July planned for the weekend, the 23rd of July.
Okay.
We've got customers coming up from Adelaide, Melbourne.
And is that something that, have you got a Facebook page for that?
Yes, it's on our Facebook page, yes.
Oh, well, make sure you check that out. We'll put all the details in the bio below, and if you've got any questions, by all means, comment below or feel free to email Norm at cruizycampers.com.au. The only other thing that I did want to ask, and it's something that a lot of people do ask when they're towing with smaller vehicles, what's the weight like these? On these?
The tear weight of this is 580 kilos.
Okay.
So it's very easy to maneuver, very, very light. The ball weight is 55 kilos.
Yep.
And then the ATM is 1140.
Wow.
So if you subtract your ball weight from your ATM, you get your combination mass, and that's about 1,050 kilos you'd be happy with.
And there's a lot of, without bogging down on it here, but there's a lot of confusion. You've got ATM, GVMs, GCMs, there's so many things. The difference that you've mentioned there is what you can add to your trailer as far as luggage and your water.
Yes,
and
from your tear weight to your ATM is what you've got.
Yep.
And with this camper, really it's well over the top. You're never ever going to put 600 kilograms into a camper like this. We did a trial where we ballasted the inside of the camper, we ballasted the fridge, and we took it to the weighbridge before and after. And before we were with water, we had a gas bottle, and we were at 630 kilos.
Yeah, okay.
We then ballasted everything and we got to 840 kilos.
So unless you're carrying,
really, you know, if you want to carry the whole house, well, yes, okay.
Yeah, or you do a trip down to your local hardware and get a pallet of concrete in the back, but not recommended.
No, but it's really it's well appointed. I think that there's a very, very good use of space, and storage facilities within it. The nose cone is at very, very generous size for loading and packing.
That's a good size, yeah.
But people just need to be very aware that the more you load in the nose cone, the more it affects your ball weight.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of vehicles that have a very restricted ball weight.
Right.
Where 75 kilos, 68,
and it doesn't,
65 kilos.
It does add up quick, eh?
It does. I mean, if you just put a 35 kilogram battery into this nose cone, you'd increase the weight on the ball by about 8-9 kilos.
Yeah, right.
Just instantly, just by doing that. So you all of a sudden you've gone from 55 to 65.
Yeah.
Just by putting in a 34 kilogram battery in the front. So.
Well, yeah, and you often see people putting multiple jerry cans and gas bottles, and
yes.
And you've managed to sort of save weight. Obviously, you were saying before it's a full fiberglass shell.
Yeah,
it's
there's
not
no plywood in the construction at all.
Okay.
So it's all fiberglass and aluminium.
Yeah, okay. That'd help keep your weight down. And also, you mentioned you've moved the axle slightly just for better.
From the older model, we've always had a sort of a 60-40 axle placement, which just makes it very convenient, very stable for towing.
Yep.
And when I say stable, I mean it's very stable to tow. If you end up getting a sway with one of these, then you've done something drastically wrong with loading.
Well, you shouldn't be driving. Well, I know when we took Carl's out, we went out to a spot in the Hawkesbury, and even just following him down, we went down some quite windy. You'd see it in the other video. I'll put links below for that. But Carl's towed really well behind his car. We were going through spots where there was quite deep ruts in the road from all the recent rain and all that sort of thing, and it did travel very well behind his D-Max, so I can vouch they are a good stable trailer, that's for sure. All right, well, wrapping up, Norm's got plenty to do. He's got a bit more polishing to finish off and tweak a couple of little things for the show, so I'm going to leave him to the rest of the weekend. We are up here at the beautiful Gosford, and the sun's out and we can hear the water from here, so I'm going to go and grab some lunch, and just thought we'd share. This is not a full disclaimer, it's not a paid advertisement. I don't get any financial gain from this. It's just another product that I thought may interest many of you guys that are watching. So for any information, any questions, as I said, I'll put the website below. It is on the front of the trailer behind us there as well, but I'll put all the details below. That's it for me for another clip. Thanks a lot for watching. Be sure to check us out on Facebook and Instagram. All the details will be below. Thanks a lot to Norm as well for having me for the morning.
Thanks very much for coming up, Gronk.
I know you're very busy with the lead up to the show next week, so.
Yeah, the camper's only arrived a week ago, so shipping has been delayed.
Yeah, right.
But we thank you for coming up, and
my pleasure. He's busier than a one-legged man at a backside kicking competition. So I'm out of here. Thanks a lot again.
Thank you.
I appreciate it, and we'll catch you around.
All good.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks very much.